Hey, what's up? It's Stacy Storino. Welcome back to my channel, the #1 place for entrepreneur moms with a digital presence in 2020. In today's video, I'm going to teach you a pretty neat Jedi mind trick to plan yourself whenever you want to increase your odds of success as an entrepreneur mom. Look, if you set goals, if you make plans, if you got your to-do list, but you're struggling and you want to kick the success thing up a notch, trust me, this video, that's the last one of my 31-day 2020 Entrepreneur Mom Reboot series, well, it's just for you. If you want the playlist for the entire series, just in case you missed any of it or all of it until now, well, here it is. In the meantime, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to get real-world help that entrepreneur moms like you need to succeed with your business's presence online today. Entrepreneur mom, let's learn how to increase success in your life. I've got a cheat sheet to making sure that your goals and the plans that arise out of those goals are all the more believable and achievable for you, no matter how much you flirt with self-sabotage, overwhelm, and burnout. This Jedi mind trick I'm talking about teaching you will stop you from playing small so that you actually rise up in both your personal and professional life the way you know you deserve to. So, if you want to get serious in 2020 and work your business like a business, because then it's more likely to pay you like a business, then you want to watch all of this series. Otherwise, if you treat your business like a hobby, it'll pay you like a hobby, if it even pays you or is profitable at all. So over the course of this 31-day series, I've shown you how to do everything from psych out, self-sabotage, to dealing with hardcore rejection. If you followed through on this series, you've learned how to get out of your comfort zone and how to select a network even from scratch that won't just benefit you professionally, but personally too. If you missed the last video, you should watch it because there I shared with you how to improve your mindset so that you can actually say yes to success without blocking your blessings, engaging in self-sabotage, or courting burnout as you're living your admittedly crazy busy entrepreneur mom life. So you'll want to check that video out. But here we're talking about how to increase success by way of what I call a Jedi mind trick or cheat sheet concept that I like to call the success spectrum exercise. What is that? Well, it's a concept that will help you to solidify what success can look like specifically for you. See, some people go through the motions of setting down goals and making plans for their business, their personal and family life, all of that, and you know what? It feels two-dimensional to them. It doesn't feel real. So this success spectrum exercise might help you to increase success in your entrepreneur mom life by putting some flesh on the bones of your goals and plans, because like I discussed in a previous video in this series, when your goals and plans are more believable, they're more achievable. So first, try to imagine an actual spectrum of success that exists on which you can experience success in terms of achieving your personal and professional why-related goals in various concentrations or levels of success. Now, if you're like, what? Stick with me here. I'll break this down more in just a minute. But if you really haven't set down the right types of goals in the right way so that they transform into plans as you complete them, then you might want to check out this video of mine from earlier in this series because it'll help you out on that front. Anyway, for every goal that you have, think of it this way. It has its own success spectrum that you'll put it on. On that spectrum, there are 3 different versions of outcomes when it comes to you succeeding with respect to that goal. Each version of outcome is its own level of success. The first version or level of success at the beginning part of the spectrum, closest in terms of the current reality that you're living. Well, that first version of success is one in which you have marginal success in terms of achieving your goal. You achieved it, maybe by the skin of your teeth, but you in fact did it, mama. It's not exciting. It's mission accomplished nonetheless, though. Here, the outcome with respect to achieving your goal is something along the lines of good enough. The second version or level of success, which is represented by the middle part of the spectrum, is a version where you enjoy a stronger, more emphatic, but still very normal level of success with respect to achieving that goal. Here, the outcome with respect to achieving your goal is something along the lines of good. Your life improved personally, professionally, or both because you achieved this goal. It's appreciable improvement, but you don't feel like you've hit the lottery either in terms of results, The third version or level of success, which is represented by the end of the spectrum that's furthest away from where you currently are now, is one where you enjoy an epic level of success in terms of achieving it. Here, the outcome with respect to achieving your goal is something along the lines of great. Here, it's like you won the lottery. It's your current dreams come true. Now, I want you to take that particular goal we're considering here and imagine each of the three versions or levels of successful outcomes in connection with that goal as they run along the success spectrum. Really take the time to imagine what each of these three potential outcomes would be like. Really tie in all five senses if you can as you're doing your imagining. Like, what does each level of success look like, feel like, sound like, and so on? Do you smell the ocean? Do you taste yummy food at a success banquet if you hit, say, the epic level of success? Why am I asking you to do this part of the exercise? Because it'll have you not only make the concept of the success spectrum more real to you, but your goals themselves will become more real to you too. You're fleshing out the experience of actually achieving your goals, true, which should supply you with the leverage that you need to go out there and actually achieve them in the first place. But the success spectrum exercise does more than that. See, it comes in handy for anyone, possibly you, that either sees success in terms of their goal achievement as either epic level or nothing at all. The problem with this all or nothing approach is that you may throw up your hands in disgust and give up on a goal at any point you become convinced that you can barely make it across the goal-related finish line, when you should still complete the goal and see how you can continue to level up from there. And you should also take the time to celebrate the fact that you accomplished the goal at all. Plus, a normal level of success, one that's between marginal and epic, is really far more realistic to both your conscious mind and subconscious mind, as opposed to the fantasy life-laced epic level of success that sure you want, but you might not be convinced on some level that you can get it. You might very well be wrong, mama, but nonetheless, this is where self-sabotage can rear its ugly head, okay? If you happen to know that this sort of a thing is a problem for you, then perhaps this success spectrum approach or exercise might be just the mind hack you were looking for. But my point, the epic level of success when it comes to being a crazy busy entrepreneur mom is nice and all, and for sure, shoot for the moon, because even if you miss, you'll land amongst the stars. But getting a strike by bowling right up the middle of the success spectrum isn't bad either, especially if you find yourself wanting epic, but engaging in so much self-sabotage that you can't even achieve marginal levels of goal-related success on the regular. What I want you to come away from this video with is that if epic levels of success don't usually scare you, and that's what drives you, great. You'll be more likely to achieve your goals all the faster by using marginal and normal as a basis of comparison that will just spur you on all the more to achieving epic levels of success. Because for you, you're not satisfied with things that are marginal and or run-of-the-mill normal. Great. The success spectrum exercise is useful to you. But if you're the type of person who certainly is attracted to epic levels of goal achievement, but admittedly gets wigged out by thinking that you can pull epic off, especially given the current challenges that you may have going on in your life right now, that's okay. Put all the potential possibilities in terms of levels of success on the spectrum and shoot for the level that you feel you can do right now. And you can always level up later. You can always become the epic success-chasing person as you stretch and grow. Cool. I just don't want you to become so fixated on all or nothing outcomes, or become such a perfectionist about success that you become a celebratory party pooper. Like, if it's not epic, it's not worthwhile. Come on. How you increase success is by putting it on a spectrum and moving along on the spectrum one goal at a time, one level at a time. But notice something. I never ever had you put the possibility of failure on that spectrum, did I? There is no failure, my Padawan, only feedback that will help you to reach the next level of success that you're always capable of reaching, sooner or later. Now, make sure you hit that notification bell, because in the first video of my Branding Basics series, I'll share with you the big picture about how branding shows up for you as an entrepreneur mom. No matter what your niche, pitch, product, or services or situation might be. If you've been fuzzy on branding, this will help. If you think you haven't been fuzzy on branding, you may still very well be surprised. There's so much to learn about this topic, so you don't want to miss that video. And speaking of videos that you don't want to miss, here are two that'll help you out as a busy entrepreneur mom as well. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.